Booyaka. It's the Gatekeepers Musically Speaking Podcast. It's your boy. Season 4, Episode 2. Leo to go on video once again. Yes, you can see us in all of our likeness. It's Mary in the moment.
Yeah.
The guy with the dreadlocks. Vane in the vicinity. Louis. And Shaman in the dissector. Onekana for what? For legal issues.
What's the problem, bro?
Yeah, blood. Sour blood. So subscribe and hit the bell button for notifications. By the way, my tablet went off, so even I can't read from it anymore.
Okay, so my tablet
I used to read from that stuff, man.
What happened to it?
It broke, man. Everything is breaking apart, man. Lost my bike, lost my tablet.
Maybe it's a sign from the universe. It's a sign from the universe.
We start.
You're getting. It's a sign you're getting better things to come.
Hopefully. Yeah? Because there's a philosophy that also talks about that. Let go, just let go. Hata ukibiwa, you just let go. Because they're just material things, aren't they?
I don't believe that shit.
So anyway, here the cards around the cards. We have musicians but presidential aspirants. Holy shit. Tumeanza tena. Affirmative action, Shaman will be talking about that also.
Joke, mbona kila time wakati unasema kitu fulani, kuna venye unanisukumianga, especially when
these are your topics, blood.
Bro.
These are your topics, man.
Mari has some very interesting pants, by the way.
Now that
we should see
that. Now that video, let's zoom in and check them out. DMX send off, Rough Riders entourage, man, that was some crazy stuff. Also, we'll talk about Simple Boy and Madman. The topic is, are they laughing at you or laughing with you?
Wait, is the
Embarambamba.
Yeah.
Is he? What is that? His official artist name? I'm a Madman.
Me call him Madman.
Okay.
M-U-D. M-A-N.
Okay.
Yes.
Hey, Mari.
Yes.
Avocado. Punguza avocados.
Also, we'll be talking about Japesa Kali track shut down by Vioxy. Here I got the info. We got Kesi Badaye, mixtape ya Kali Money the MC. We've got X-Files, album ya Shahidi Excalibur. We've got Bar for Bar, lyric video of Harry Lee and Jay Magode. So niggas who saying hip hop is dead Kenya, that's a motherfucking lie. There's a lot of content for y'all to listen to. Also, unionization of labor. Yeah, we got our expertise over there.
I'm used to the
Expertise over there. I don't know nothing about this stuff, man.
Hey, bro. It have been your tab. After tab. Mari, we need to find a tab. Super jamaiza connections when you're not. You know, Mari would lose a phone today.
Yeah.
And tomorrow he has a better one. I don't know how this guy does it. I wish he'd do the same thing for the shoes.
I see what you did. It's a witch hunt for my.
No, bro, you're testing fashion. I've always had issues. Let's just stick to the cards, Kwanzaa. We will come back to your testing fashion.
Okay. Musicians and presidential aspirants, man. When I saw that stuff, man, I was like, okay, here we go again. Elections next year. So you've got politicians engaging musicians once again to help them campaign and do the same old stuff. Last time it was 5 stadiums. Where the hell are those stadiums, man?
Yeah, bro.
Those international stadiums.
No, did you vote?
Yeah.
Did you vote?
No, I did not vote.
Okay, then you should not talk about stadiums.
Yeah.
I think you waived that right of speaking about stadiums.
No.
What do you want? You want stadiums?
No, the thing is, when they campaign and they tell you something and it's obvious, I wonder how they're going to campaign this time using the musicians. What are they going to tell the youth?
Like the same old. You just said it yourself. The same old shit. They have people like the madman you're referring to. If that guy, for example, is given like, I'm not saying I know his moral compass, but I'm just thinking, you're a joke. We can use some money, especially right now. If God, from my mouth to God's ears. If we are given 1 million today to advertise and push an agenda, would you turn that down? Would you put that on us to turn it down?
Let me tell you, in terms of politics, as a musicians, I will never engage. Never.
You would
Local
refuse.
politicians,
You
I
refuse.
will never engage.
Local politicians, so you prefer the international one?
Somebody who has done something out there, but because me, even if Kagame wants to campaign, let him holler at a boy.
What wamesikia? I think.
But for local guys, mtajitafutia man.
Hey, shit.
Like, did you guys see
Sasa
the,
mimi jitetea as musicians, because me I've spoken my part, man.
yeah, did you guys see the calligraph posts on posts he sent to Raila and Ruto?
About what?
So I think he was talking about how artists are suffering, especially because of events being locked down, and how they should advocate for artists and, you know, tell the president to afanye kakitu, afungue vitu ndo at least people get back to earning at least significant. They need to sustain themselves.
Umecheck hizo pictures the president when he went to Congo, and then they edited them in Photoshop. Wow.
Wait, is it the one where he has dreads or something?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sijui Lonage Heritage. Logan Heritage. Wakaichange wakaiweka sijui Logan Heritage. Lon something Heritage.
Loan.
Yeah. And there's the Ronaldo. You've seen that post, that meme?
Ask one of you.
Yeah, the president with a football. So it's crazy out there.
Funny.
So these things about musicians and presidential aspirants, we're going to expect this. So
Yeah. Oh, and just to maybe follow up the story. So Ruto responded to Calligraph, telling him to I think get artists together, or you know, like organize a meeting to discuss the issues further. And you know, my 2 cents on it is, I think the idea itself is noble, but the environment we're in, Kenya, if we're being realistic, artists, I think, need to be, think in long term, more long term, instead of targeting, you know, say election monies and whatnot.
Okay.
Yeah.
With all due respect to both your opinions, I have a differing opinion.
Okay.
You see, okay.
Yeah.
One thing I know for sure,
Yeah.
artists especially right now, they need help, right?
Yeah.
And
Definitely.
of all of them, if Calligraph is speaking up against, for example, is speaking up for the artists and all those things, I will find little fault in his expressions, especially on social media, pointing towards, you know, right now we have Raila and what's his name? Ruto.
Yeah.
Those are the so-called contending parties.
Yeah.
Yeah. So if he's writing to these two, what is the expected outcome? For example, he wants the what is he looking for? Is it short-term alleviation? Long term? Is he trying to influence policy?
he's campaigning.
Yeah. Okay.
Calligraph for an artist, he's done very well for himself.
Yeah.
But he's not suffering, given Mari when msanii bro, siko ubaya. I'm not saying that you're suffering. You are suffering. We are suffering. Myself, I'm an artist.
Yeah.
And money seems to have dried up. And it's not because there are no shows.
Okay, that is one of the issues, but I think there's bigger issues. Yeah.
What we have is ideally we've been exposed. As a country, we have been exposed. We don't have right structures in place. We don't have right policies in place. We do not have right leadership in place. You know, apparently there's a difference between leadership and politics. What we have is politics, from institutions to governance itself. And that is, for someone like Calligraph to come and tell the president, one of my colleagues, one of my friends, when that came up, he made a comment that we have CMOs to do that job. I was like, oh yeah. But how do you start telling, for example, I'm not saying other artists are stupid, but most of them don't understand how these things work. What is the mandate of something like MCSK if it's still there? Nobody knows if MCSK is still there.
Yeah.
Do you know, Barry? Do you know
last I
the
checked,
official
their license was revoked?
Yeah.
But I've been seeing them active on certain issues, which begs the question: was the license withdrawal effective? I don't know.
Caribbean microphone.
Okay.
Microphone.
Yeah. So I've been seeing them active. Let me just point out, say on social media, like nothing happened. And I would beg the question: why would an organization whose license has been revoked keep on being active like nothing happened? You know, I think it points. I'm trying to point out
the disparity.
And how beyond the surface issues.
Okay, that is one of them, and that's why I was referring to institutional problems.
Yeah.
So when someone like Calligraph is making a comment like that, I think he's misdirected and is bro. He at maneno ya IG, maneno ya social media.
Yeah.
For example, for looking for solutions to what people are experiencing on the ground, I think that's not the way to go. We have specific channels for that. What Calligraph should be doing, in my opinion, is probably highlighting the lapses that we have and the expected outcome. As for example, wafungue inchi. Who's going to make money? Because bro, some of us were not doing shows even before COVID came. Yeah. Some of us were not getting money even before COVID came.
Yeah.
So
True.
What is the expected outcome? Ruto is going to be president, who knows? Raila is going to be president, who knows? So when he's talking to them, he's like epitomizing, how do I say it? It's like you've put people, bro, what we need is working institutions. We don't need working people. You know, like if Raila doesn't say, it doesn't go. If Ruto doesn't say, it doesn't go. No, we don't give a fuck who the fuck is there. We just want MCSK is there. It should do its job. You know.
The issue now is the problem of people treating the country like it's their own personal playground. You know, anything goes for them, anything works for them. It's their policies that need to go through. You know. And then you have like the whole agenda of the Mwananchi. The Mwananchi has things they want wanataka kufanyiwa. They want things to be done, but it's like the political class are moving in their own direction, trying to achieve their own goals. So you know, there's a huge chasm, discord.
And I think I'm not saying what Calligraph was doing is bad or is a bad thing. I think there's more to what he can do with the position that he's in. And for example, when talking
your position King Kaka, man. Wajinga nyinyi.
And you know, I think the bigger issue here is when something, say for example like that, for example a song trends, something an artist post trends, what is the impact of that thing trending, and how much difference can it make in the scenario that is the artists are facing currently?
Kalonzo alifanya hiyo he did that one with Crazy Kenna. Migas are moving in for all kinds of entertainers, man.
Let me point out something. I think Calligraph also did I think 1 or 2 years back, which was again noble, but I don't think the impact of it was fully exploited, so to speak. He called out for getting Kenyan airplay on radio, and asked artists to send in songs so that they would get airplay on, I think, is it NRG?
Yeah.
And he had like a show where he would.
What, Calligraph on his own show?
No, he went for an interview, or like they organized a day where they would play purely Kenyan content.
Okay.
And I think the whole idea was a really good thing. My thinking is that being a one-off event does not help artists
At all.
Yeah,
At all.
it is more like, I would say it works well for him as an artist, but it is not beneficial as such to other artists.
True.
And my thinking is any artist who is at a certain level, or at his level, let me point out, should, I believe it is a responsibility, first of all, when you get to that level, to not just represent yourself, but we commonly say, msanini kio cha jamii, to represent the community. And it may sound unfair placing the burden on him, but I think this is a call to all Kenyan artists, whether big or small. If you're representing your community, you need to appreciate how much weight you carry and what impact that would have when you do certain things. And that's why I feel him going for addressing the issues with the political candidates is a good thing, but I think he should be targeting longer lasting issues that would change the industry for better, rather than something that would just maybe put a few shillings here and there in a few pockets, but not make an overall difference.
I think even with this political class, it's like it's a one-off. It's done, you know. The game is over.
And
if there were to be any credible changes, it may take some other generation. So, you know,
and
like ask yourself, will even Kenya evolve into the East African community? Because, you know, there's that concept where countries need to join each other to get more economical leverage on the international economic market. The free market in order to compete out there. You know, you need countries to kind of come together. But even if you look like at the East African situation, some of the presidents were mekwama, you know. They don't want to leave power. The farmer don't want to leave power, blood. But also, you ask yourself democracy and responsibility. You cannot give people democracy without them being responsible, because if they're responsible, that's what you see happening in a country like Kenya. Democracy, irresponsibility.
I'd like us to take a step back from the perspective we seem to be taking right now, and Duke talking about economic. You know the deal we signed with UK.
When or which one?
Juicy. Trade. EPA.
Is it something to do with the fish?
The duty free for 25 years, UK goods coming into Kenya.
Oh boy.
Yeah, we already signed it, and there was in the agreement there was a clause that no legislation will change the terms of the agreement, amend it, cancel it, or in whatsoever change the nature of the agreement for the next 25 years.
So if this is a democracy, how do these deals pass away from the citizens of the country?
That's the thing, and that's why I keep saying, it's one thing, for example, even Calligraph to come and say, oh, this and that. Most of the people are really ignorant about what's happening.
Yeah.
And until we take up like the civic education, you say responsibilities, right?
Yeah.
Now, Duke is talking about the economic concession, people coming together, countries coming together and forming better bargaining leverages.
Because you can see traces of that. You've seen what the Ghanaian president has been doing. Yeah, he'd go to France, he'd go to Sweden, he'd tell them no cocoa anymore. But if you actually go down into Ghana and actually see what's happening, there are some politicians who are doing things on their own end, so they're making like corrupt deals happen through
Caribbean, like, bro.
Yeah.
So, Kinonasema is very valid, Now, for this agreement, like the UK and Kenya. So, let me give you a little bit of background. I thought we talked about this previous episode or something. I don't remember anyway. So, they were saying, what's happening, the deal is very good for Kenya. The Kenyan companies, the Kenyan economy will have access to UK market. And they will have goods coming in and going to UK duty free. For the next 25 years, it will be in rolling basis, like in quarters. This year, this will, the new will go off, the duty will go off, like that. And there was so much urgency to sign it because, EU left, UK left EU, right? So the trade deals that were there, that were benefiting the EU, them under the EU, would no longer apply as of 31st of December last year. Now, there was the urgency of Kenya having to sign it. And that is why Kenya rushed to sign in so they can take advantage of the trade deal. Because otherwise, other than that, there would be no agreement. So Uganda, Tanzania said they needed more time to consult so they can sign it together kama EAC.
Wait, did you say goods are going to the UK duty free or coming in here duty free?
Both ways.
Okay.
But there's a catch to that. You see, they say there's a sensitive list within which that doesn't apply. There's a sensitive list to which that doesn't apply. So my thinking is this, Duke. Now, in every law, you say democracy, and there is expected to be public participation, right? The fact that you don't know about this kind of agreement means that probably there was no adequate public participation, or maybe we are not connected to the circles, of which is the responsibility of the government to make sure that this information reaches out to the public in the best possible ways, right?
But now, if you know the political class doesn't give a damn about the working class hero, what's the point?
What is the point? Now, the point is this. Whether we like it or not, there has to be governance. There has to be authority. And that's why you see Calligraph coming up from where he's come up. Kutoka msanii wa chini mpaka msanii wa juu, he's become an authority in the industry, right? And where he is in the industry, he is answerable to specific authority at the top, like the government. The government is the one that yendo kusema. Right? Sasa, now, without this authority, there will be no structures in place, because it will be the strongest man takes the day, right? And kila mwana pigwa will not be having anything. My problem comes in the nature of information that people have. For example, either the kind of effort that is made to educate people, or the kind of effort that is put in to ensure that people are not educated. I believe there is deliberate efforts towards making sure that specific people are kept in a state of ignorance. For example, we have CMOs, we have government institutions, we have so many things, we have so many organizations, that especially NGOs, that their duty is basically civic education, right? And every time before election tunasikia, NGOs imefungwa, and then there's demonstrations, there's whatnot, there's all those kind of things. Now,
interesting.
So ideally we should not be suffering the same fate perennially on intervals. Kuna elections zinakam, Calligraph and text nania takarata kandinia takane embarambamba is singing about tano 10 or something like that song. It did very well, but that song, as an artist, for example, you are the one who sang that song. How do you feel about it? You look at now the memes that are doing rounds, Uhuru DJ Kalonje,
Uhuru and DJ Kalonje.
He's Kalonje. See Kalonje. Kalon.
Alone. Oh my goodness.
Sasa, it becomes, it's a laughing stock. Us as a people, as Kenyans, we need to be a bit serious about specific issues, social issues, si kubeba tu fala na kitu hapa kule tuchekeshwe na socialites hivi and then we go back to bed. I mean, social liberties have since been limited thanks to COVID. A grown man cannot wake up whatever time he chooses to wake up and go to town.
Yeah, you've seen the rising cases of domestic violence.
It's crazy.
Holy shit.
Yeah, because of the lockdowns and whatnot.
Yeah, blood.
Oh,
well, check your story. This dude, he works at a restaurant, killed his wife on like when? Or was it on like on a Friday? And then left the body in the house, wrapped in cellophane. And
what?
Now,
I didn't hear that.
Yeah, and then now like houseflies started going through the vents. Neighbors started hearing a car smelling like a funny odor.
What?
Yeah.
Like he left the body in the house.
Yeah. You know, like you know when you kill somebody maybe by mistake or out of passion by mistake, and then you have their dead body in your house. You're like, how do you get rid of this body? Yeah.
Man.
Should you go to the supermarket, get chainsaw, bleach? Yeah, people don't have that.
Hey bro, calm down with the graphics. You clearly
have watched.
You watch a lot of these murder investigation movies. Those
you
guys
see a
who
lot
kill
of
their spouses out of passion, and then it's a mistake, so they have to get rid of the body. But this guy just left the body there like as if it was going to disappear by itself, man.
Man, what?
And then the funny thing is that he actually got up in the morning and went to work. And you know, there's a dead, rotten corpse in your crib. It's crazy. Man. This is not. There was this one. There were previous one, like 2 or 3 in this month. Yeah. So it's crazy.
Yeah, and you think you see, I think the current situation, a lot of people are affected in ways that we haven't really been able to comprehend yet.
Utter desperation.
Yeah.
So if you're coming to a place like Nairobi. Umekuja hapa Nairobi, you want to start a family, you have a wife who's on your case every day, you know, she won't give you peace of mind. So, you know, things start to get really manic because now at job, labda hata una kazi. There are niggas who are actually coming out of their house, wanatembea Nairobi, wanarudi Keja, wana kazi, lakini wamevaa the family, you know, I've got this promotion, things are good, wacha nitakubaya nini on Sato. It's things like this.
Man.
Lies over lies. Umenidanganya. Next thing, you stupid bitch. Struggles.
They lost a job and don't want to
disclose it. Au ndo anaendanga uko na banja uko jivanji.
Exactly.
Unapata nyumba pelala na suti.
Man. Unaona kama nini, you remember Papa Shirandula?
Yeah, blood.
And how I think what I appreciated with the way he put out the content, the way the thing was scripted, is it was comic, but it was also addressing issues in society that need to be talked about or need to be explored.
What are you referring to?
Papa Shirandula. Like the way he was working like a watchman, but when he leaves home, he has all this dressed up like suit and whatnot, and rides with his bike, then gets somewhere and goes to change in his watchman attire. And you see, it was funny to watch it, but it was also educative in the sense that it spoke about things which people actually do. Rest in peace, Charles Bukeko. You know, he was a great actor. That's Papa Shirandula for those who don't know. So he did his art helped people appreciate certain aspects of life, and like for example, we are speaking on Simple Boy and his new release.
Let's go to that Simple Boy. And also the madman topic. Are they laughing at you or laughing with you? Let's cover this because we have crazy antics on the media nowadays, man. People are doing anything. But okay, for the Simple Boy, we all know.
And you know, I've heard a lot of people say a lot of interesting things or make fun And
the only issue I had from the Simple Boy was on social media was the quality of the production. That was the issue guys had.
Okay,
that's about it. But also Simple Boy, imagine him so a ghetto. And it's funny because there are some things maybe you can do with low quality and yet they still get views just because you are Simple Boy.
Bro. Speaking of that kind of stuff, we need to demystify a few things here there.
Yeah.
One is quality. Two is branding. Three is objectivity, like the audience, for example.
Yeah.
Embarambamba is one. Simple Boy is another. Embarambamba got his song done by Still Alive. Did you know?
Oh, really?
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Wow. Okay. I didn't know.
He has a song done by Still Alive.
Yeah.
That's massive, right?
Yeah, that's a big label.
But Steve Simple Boy has never changed.
Yeah.
And he's remained true to the fact of what he has.
Yeah.
And you mentioned something that you always learn a new Swahili word every time he has a new release.
Oh yeah.
I think that's a very good highlight because as a people we are fond of losing our culture, and Steve Simple Boy does a good job of representing that. But I have an issue with his production team.
Wazungu walitoa wapi?
Bro, si kila mtu akona richi ya huyo boy. Si kila mtu akona richi ya huyo boy.
Lakini huko is obvious, man.
Si kila mtu akona richi ya huyo boy.
It is a airway, man.
Bro, let me ask you. How many people do you know can get wazungu kufanya hiyo dance ya snake kwa video? I wouldn't do it even if they paid me. I can do that shit. I would. Mari, you and your big jeans. Can you do that?
Big guy. As if somebody was paying them or something, man.
You see, that's the advantage of being Simple Boy. Anyway. Yeah, and being simple.
I think I would big him up. He has a massive reach, like as an artist. And I was also pointing out, I think the comic aspects to the art, while still having the message. I've had a lot of people criticize, especially artists, criticize Simple Boy and push him in a direction of, more serious.
But I think nowadays,
art.
That's where now that almost becomes like a philosophical direction. Because sometimes there's that concept of, I used to do this for fun, but now that I'm really there. Everything is serious and everything is on a higher bar. Everything is on a higher quality. Of course, it's for progress, but probably the individual, the person who is in it is like, this is not fun anymore, this kind of scenarios happen, when like you're going up. Okay, you used to do it like underground for fun, but now when the stakes are high, the quality is better, it's no longer fun.
I think what you're pointing out is creativity, people losing the creative control.
Yeah, and the funny thing, it could be for the greater, a guy can come and say, yo, I managed this one, you see how they became big? Even you, I can manage you and you can become big that same way. We can elevate your quality, your look. Maybe it works for Simple Boy to just be at that quality.
My thinking is, I would compare it to, say, artists being signed to major labels. And I've seen a lot of artists or heard of a lot of artists complain.
You need to come in front of that mic, bro.
Oh, you can pick me?
Not from the back.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Oh, it's a new mic, by the way. So we're adjusting to this.
Big up to Thaddeus.
Yeah.
For the new mic.
Big up. I was pointing out a lot of artists who get signed to major labels end up losing a big chunk of the creative control because they are pushed to conform to what the label wants them to represent. Sometimes even at the expense of them losing their what initially got them signed to the label. And I think it's a major debate worldwide on how much creative control should artists retain, and how authentic is an artist, or is the artist's art or product, if they say hand over creative control in their art. And I think maybe what I've come to appreciate is working with a team that has your best interests at heart and knows what they're doing is way more advantageous than any deal you could possibly get. I think that's my opinion.
Mary, I want to take you up on your opinion.
Yeah.
So I have got clients who've come and told me, yo, Shaman, I have this specific sound I want us to do. This is what's going banging, this is what is doing rounds right now. And I want this specific sound. So this is your homework, yeah? I need you to go do something like this. Ndio ulete tufanye mambo, mama.
Yeah.
So how to what extent would you say there is a creative control, creative control being taken away?
Yeah.
How would you draw a line, especially to such a thing?
My thinking is a lot of artists say initially when an artist is starting off, one of the biggest challenges is discovering your sound.
Yeah.
And I'd point out some few things that, let me point out major artists, some few things they do to show how well they've owned their sound. For example, if I do who is that?
MJ.
That kind of signature doesn't just come automatically. It takes years of development for someone to have that sound or that signature to their sound. And once an artist gets that signature, they may explore different genres and different styles of music without losing their authenticity. And I think that's what a lot of artists, especially in the earlier stages of their career, struggle with. You find people trying to come up with a sound and explore different sounds, but have not yet fully captured their own sound. And it's easy to get lost in the rubble, because if you're always following trends, then you'll follow. It's like chasing the wind.
Speaking of rubble, majengo bado inaendelea huko hivyo. The construction is still going on around here.
Oh man, it's never ending.
God damn, it's never ends around here. Even on a Sunday.
Yeah, you can hear
they wake up boom. They wake up at 7 o'clock.
God,
with welding.
Holy shit.
Oh man.
But see, this store, it has like the main houses, and then like this one like backyards. Is it for backyards?
Is it kuna picket fences, the likes, the all other things. Now, to go back to what Mari was saying, now there's this trend right now, people are doing drill. Drill is not new sound. For those who think drill is new, drill is not new. Drill is been there.
To me, man.
Okay, you can just
I should be the one who should be educating you.
Okay, go on.
But carry on.
I want you to take that up actually. I want you to tell us about the drill thing, because I have met someone who's telling me, hey bro, nataka unitengeneze beat kaya drill, nataka kutrip na hiyo shit with Z.
Mimi naweza mwambia ona video ya Brooklyn Boys kwanza, alafu you come back. Carry on.
Okay. Now, what about the Brooklyn Boys anyway?
I like their video, man.
It is awesome. The video is awesome, no lie.
Yeah.
In fact, the same guy who did that video did You know the guys I was working with before, they were Mnyota gang guys.
Yes.
He did a video.
So
for
there are
them.
those guys on the streets.
Yeah.
Because I think even there was a way they were told about their wardrobe vile wamevaa safi sana. You can't even think that these are Kenyan people. They dress very well, and as if they were told what to wear. There's a dress code.
Yeah.
Okay.
You see, that's the beauty of when people, independent artists, for example, get their shit straight.
Yeah.
They have an ability to do amazing stuff. Other than these big labels are coming and telling you, oh yo, munava papo, you come in, or not even sukuva papo, just come to the set, everything is done. Munafika pale umeletewa papo. Niggas don't want to wear papo, so there's a conflict and whatnot. We've had instances where, for example, the female artists specifically, they are meant to dress skimpily because, let's face it, most of them don't have the voice for it. So what they're selling ideally is something different. Yeah, they're supposed to sell something different.
Yeah,
these guys have invested money in you. It needs to come back, okay? And if your voice is not going to do it, something else gotta do it. All right, I'm not going to give you money. I'm not going to give you money ati sasa juu muziki yako haijata.
Yes.
Oh my God. Okay. Yeah, Joe, go slow, bro. It's rainy season. When you speak about anacondas, there are all sorts of things that come into mind. Sasa,
like umeteke anaconda Nicki Minaj.
Yeah. What do you think about it?
Apparently, that pink Lamborghini was not hers, and she was referring in her lyrics. I put bulletproofs on the Lambo. Yeah, but it was rented out. Carry on.
Yeah, you see. Okay.
Okay.
Juke, you're digressing here.
We were talking about. We started at drill, but we still have cards over here.
No, forget the cards for a minute, bro. Where were we?
Well,
okay.
Let's talk about creative control.
Creative control. So people have the idea that what is hip right now is what they should jump on.
Yeah.
Ideally, if you're able to predict the trends, good for you. You know,
you're better off if you started something new.
Yeah, you're better off if you actually invested, because this is an investment. We're talking about intellectual property and having residual income. Pesa si saa hii tunakula, saa hii unaenda home una doze. Ini pesa unafaa kukula saa hii na uendelee kula for the rest of your life. Even your kids, you know, people should benefit off what you're doing right now, especially creatively, because this is a very hefty investment. Bro, how much is this mic? This is hefty money, you know.
Yeah.
And it's a small thing.
Let's guess.
How much?
I'd say like 20 to 30 there.
I'd say 20.
Yeah.
30.
Say 30. It's 30.
Yeah.
30.
There you go. There you go. And this is a very small thing. If you look at it, it's very small. And so if you have to do the math all around, it goes, you see pesa unafaa kulipa. Anyway, tukua madem wakileta kwa set. And I'm a boy as well, you know. You see madem peke yake uimba na muziki haifanyi job.
Yeah, made to dress in ways that they don't want.
For example, putting on a dress. You know. They're not told in advance, like, hey, by the way, next week utavaa a dress.
Yeah.
It's most of the time you find, for example, let's take Dave Chappelle's experience in it. So he goes to his trailer and he's told, oh, by the way, kuna hii scene, unavaa dress. He's like, no, I'm not putting on a dress.
Yeah.
They change the scene and they give him another one on the spot. Right? And then somehow still it was supposed to show him being emasculated, you know, like feminine. They have that kind of tendencies. It's most of the time is an ulterior motive, right? Because they're compensating for something.
Yeah.
And if you're not informed about the agenda, then you're out of it.
Yeah.
So again, independent artists, when it's properly done, the returns are really nice.
Yeah, true.
Yeah.
True.
So let's not digress too much. Bro, ulikuwa unasema Lamborghini nani iko rented.
Yeah, man, that pink Lamborghini for
what else is rented if not her ass? I'm just saying.
The thing is like
really.
Come on. Nicki Minaj never had an ass.
Yeah, she injected some stuff in her booty.
What did she inject?
Who knows, man? Let's ask Lil Kim also, because Lil Kim evolve, man. Used to look like an African woman, now she looks like a cat.
Yeah.
Fuck that shit.
Oh,
Yeah. And, I think peer artists are put under pressure, especially in the Western world. Like to conform to certain stereotypes of
Botox.
say, for example, like having the Barbie doll girl
Kind of look.
yeah. And I think that's also part of, say, creative control. Like how, why I was pointing out, say, artists having a team that has their best interests at heart is because when the team has your best interests at heart, they won't push you to do things that are outside your, should I say, your scope, or would misrepresent your
The
brand.
brand.
Yeah.
Awesome.
Or have ulterior motives in the agendas they're pushing you to represent. And I think it's also part of the big debate for artists around the world on getting signed and taking the independent route.
I have a proposal, Mari.
Yeah.
I want to pick your mind on something.
Sure.
Looking back
Yeah.
in the creative industries and circles, we've had conversations, and there's a time we were talking about creatives being used to push agendas. For example, right now,
Yeah.
the thing to do with vaccines, they're coming forward and taking vaccines and telling others, oh, you see, it's very safe, you should go take vaccines. I don't want to make comments on the vaccine itself, but I'm just highlighting like how they've been used to propagate that itself, like the vaccination part of it. And it comes to campaign. Juke was wallowing before about Calligraph Jones and campaigns.
Wallowing.
Yeah, wallowing. He has nothing to do. What can you do, bro? Absolutely nothing.
It's a waste of time. But when you talk of wasted generations, we are here, we are experiencing. It's like we are living through those times.
It's terrible times.
man.
It's unfortunate.
Crazy.
It's unfortunate.
Yeah.
But my point is this, Mari.
Yeah.
What would you rather do?
Yeah.
Knowing very well, there are
Yeah.
people who wield the instruments of power.
Yeah.
They want you to be seen in a specific way,
Yeah.
without which they will not play your shit or entertain your shit.
Yeah.
And artists or creatives survive by trends, right? You need to create the trends. You need to be visible in front of people. You need the platform.
Yeah.
I've had talks of being deplatformed, deformed.
There's that thing called cancel culture. Cancel culture has become very famous nowadays.
Yeah.
And you say that one small word,
You're fucked.
everybody's on your case. Like those guys from what? You was our Homeboys Radio.
Oh
Yeah. Shafiwero, DJ Joe.
But jokes on them, the DJ Joe Falme Ashapele, he's already doing a show in US.
On what?
Oh.
Yeah, he has like a US based. He has been signed by some US based, connections for doing those DJ shows, man.
Oh. Okay.
Yeah. Hold on.
Interesting.
You're moving too fast, Juke.
Yeah.
One moment you're silent.
Nigga, you need to catch up, man.
No, bro.
We're talking about cancel culture.
Yeah. But here's the thing. You were very quiet,
Yeah.
and then the moment you speak, you're saying some very heavy shit, bro, and then you just go back, like you've not said shit. No.
Are we talking about how I'm mediating, or are we on the cards, blood?
No. We're talking about DJ Joe, DJ John.
Yes,
he's
man.
gone to US.
Yeah.
Now that's heavy stuff, bro. That's not something you say and then you go back and sit down like, okay.
Yeah.
No. But tell us more.
Dropping knowledge.
Yeah.
You should even marry has something to say, man.
Bro, I didn't know. No, tell.
Sitting down and waiting for you.
No.
Like,
No. I'm not saying in a bad way. I'm saying
tuendelee.
your stuff unasema kama mimi imenipata off guard. I need to hear more about it. Hebu tuambie. What
Like,
DJ John.
Everybody knows what they're talking about.
John Palme.
Yeah.
On Joe Falme.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Shafi.
DJ Joe.
Okay.
Shapiwero.
Now I get you. Bro, unajua nilikuwa nimeshindwa like DJ John. You know DJ John is the owner of Homeboys and shit. That nigga still DJing? Apaka ameenda DJ? Like
I think he has, from what I've heard, I think he has a show or two on Homeboys, but generally
a guy should go home and relax.
Yeah, he's more the administrative side. And, yeah.
Ache vijana kazi bana.
Yeah.
DJ Kalonje. but I hope you get me now. I thought DJ John ameenda ku DJ maju.
Nah.
Let's talk about that cancel culture.
Shapiwero. I heard. Okay, he after getting fired, he's suing. I think for. Is it
21 million?
21 million.
Yeah. Okay, I heard their conversation.
Crazy. Yeah.
Okay, yeah. It's not good to imply those things of, making fun of somebody being thrown off at 15. Was it 15 story?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think it was 12.
Something like that.
Yeah.
Either way,
basically,
it looked like a flat.
A dude throwing a chick who was, I don't know, was it their first, is it called first base or third base?
It was first base, bro. It was fast paced. So you invite chicks over for drinks and then so what are the
I really don't know what they were talking about, because even me when I was listening to their conversation, they were implying that story, but it wasn't like maybe the advice they were giving was not ill received. Was ill received.
I agree with you.
Mudhoni, drama queen,
she
drama
went all out.
I hear HBR sold back for something like 120 mil from them. It's good. And with a legal background, right? Things like affirmative action. I think Juki mentioned it in the cards.
Yes, black.
Now, this affirmative kind of thing, affirmative action is whereby you sort of, for lack of a better word, you forcefully implement something. Like we need the third gender role to be observed in Parliament. It's still yet to be observed. The recommendation of the Chief Justice was that Parliament should have been dissolved.
Wait, what is the third
gender rule inahitaji suluhu?
What is the third gender rule?
You know what I'm talking about.
Like a third of every...
blood
So suluhu.
She's the president of
it's a meme.
Everyone need to catch up. Rasta.
Okay, I thought suluhu is a Swahili word. Like,
exactly.
Yeah. It's also the name
also
of...
Simamisha hapo Maria Shuke.
Okay, now I'm on the right now.
Okay.
I'm back on track.
This affirmative thing, like the third gender rule, is where you reserve specific seats for women. It's supposed, ideally, it's supposed to be marginalized people. But my perception of that is that if that shit is pushed, there'll always be marginalized people. We should have equal opportunities for everybody. Girl, woman, whatever. Squeezy kuna hishi. Apparently you need to get the what do they call them? Is it pronoun? You need to get my pronoun right.
PC.
Oh my goodness.
Is it politically correct?
Yeah.
Kuna PC, there's also CG pronoun. Is it gender pronoun?
Yeah. I'm not a she, I'm not a he. I am us and there. I don't know. Something like that. But anyway, it doesn't matter. So that kind of affirmative action, I think, for me, in my perspective, is a way of, again, people being divided along stupid lines, imaginary lines. Why is it that a specific seat should be reserved for the woman, for example? I'm not against women, by all means. I think we should all have equal opportunities. Having said that, so why would a woman representative be a man? Because he doesn't understand periods, for example. That's a stupid argument. But
drama queen will come for your ass.
It's okay. You see, again, if you're to honestly,
on YouTube.
Brother, taxing niggas now. Man. You think they'll spare us? They will
digital service.
They will deforum us. Is it deforum? The platform. What is this? What's the name again?
Is it what they did to like R. Kelly or something?
Oh yeah.
That one.
Demonetize.
Yeah.
You know, and
But we have
yeah.
not even monetized
Yeah.
this channel, have we? Have we? Yo, Mario, you're the one who's supposed to be
Yeah.
looking into
Not
this
yet.
shit.
We
What's
don't have
happening?
the
What's happening?
we don't have the official numbers and requirements to qualify for
Monetization. Eh, brother, kwanza
Yeah.
waeke hata situtengeneze basi ads tuziweke si wenyewe.
Link and description below.
I had Juke describe it, hit the bell. What did you say, bro?
Yeah, hit the bell. Hit the bell button for notification.
Bell button. At that time, mnajua sasa nilikuwa nafikiria tu belly button. I was like, what? I know, right? hit for notification. I was like, what a time. So yeah, you were talking about affirmative action. I think people have to have. We need to. The only way democracy, justice can be seen to be done is if someone has a right to say a dissenting opinion, especially when it's different from the norm.
Yeah.
That way we'll have a democracy.
Yeah, and let me pull you a bit back to there's a question you asked, and we digressed a bit, but I think we're still going around it, and we didn't quite
3 minutes.
3 minutes.
Yeah.
We didn't quite say point out or address the issue. You were talking about let me pick it up from affirmative action and artists being able to voice not just their opinions but represent society. And I think this is one thing artists should appreciate around the world. There's a lot of things that happen, and even in the structures that are working right now, a lot of things are working in a way that the majority of the populations, or a significant percentage of the populations, are suppressed in a sense. And I believe the voice of an artist is not just to entertain people. It is to address issues or point out issues that are happening in society, and not just superficial or issues that would
conform, so to say.
Yeah, because so if an artist is addressing issues which, say, the government favors, what is the difference between that artist and the government? So then that person should not speak of themselves as an artist. They should speak of themselves as a government or the government. And this is the thing I believe the artist should, the definition of an artist should represent, is to speak on the actual issues that would embetter the lives of people. Whether or not it is easy, that is a whole nother debate.
Yeah.
Whether or not
it is easy, let us put in the context of this great African Afro fusion is Fela Kuti. You think Fela Kuti in this situation, he would be running around, sitting down with politicians. Fela Kuti was a stubborn guy. He hated the government. Every time they did some funny fun, and that was a military government back in them days, man. When those guys used to meddle with it, goes, it chokoza them. They take him to prison for like 3 months and stuff like that. So it's like, it's the struggle of the individual. That's why you listen to Fela Kuti. Me, I'm listening to music that's really going to uplift me as a person who's still struggling in such a situation.
And let me just point out, I'm not saying that this is the direction for every artist, but I believe the artists who've made the biggest impact in the world did not flow with the grain. They went against the grain.
Superman sacrificed.
And partially why their songs or their art is so impactful is because they chose that direction. They chose to represent artistry for what it stands for.
Yeah. And Fela Kuti was even addressing simple things in his song. Water supply, health, education, military, bullying civilians, simple stuff,
Yeah, and I think...
Bro, don't say simple stuff. Because, you've mentioned something...
When I say simple stuff, I mean...
Basic stuff.
The method in which Fela Kuti was expressing his music to the people. It was a simple... It wasn't like he went to school to learn all of these funny, complex ways of explaining to people. Stuff,
He wasn't using heavy terminology.
It had to be simple to the layman.
Bang, 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 bang. You see, funny thing is, there is this talk of...
That was Fela Kuti, by the way.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, all right. Nice.
Apparently, the songs were banned all over the... Anyway, there's this talk of population control and saying we're too many. We need to reduce the population and all that stuff. And growing up, I come from a very interesting background where my great-grandfather had several wives spread across very, very well-placed land, and everyone was happy, especially the wives. And he had at least 8 kids from each wives. From each wife. He was quite busy.
The true traditional African
he was
man.
busy. He was a busy man. Now, if you look at that background and what you come now, even the lifespan of, especially an African man, has significantly dropped down. And
True.
And which we insist on very, so to say, useless kind of education. For example, engineering. No one is telling you how to clean up yourself. How to eat healthy, how to be sane. Right now, even Juke was highlighting how people are strangling each other in bed. By the time mnanyongana, bro, shit is messed up.
And you have to think about the pandemic. It's not going to be like a 1-year thing. This thing could go for like 5 years. So you need to brace yourselves. Any last words, guys, man?
We've missed Japesa and something. I think there was a cut
yes. I think we can talk about that even next week. But we will include some of the videos that Vioxy has been talking about. Japesa and that calligraph track. It was shut down by Vioxy Didi. We'll put a video on the link and description below. So y'all can check it out. It's Vioxy actually talking about that event. Yes. Also, we'll also have like links and description of Kesi Badaye, Kalimani the MC, One Msani wa Kenya, Hip Hop, X-Files, Shahidi Excalibur. Also, we'll put that link and description below, man.
And then Juke put follow up. Drill in Kenya. In Kenya. You need to educate us about the drill in Kenya, bro. You tell us this. Because there are some boys who want to do drill. Nah, wanafikiria drill imekam juicy. Like the way trap came. And then there was whatever else. And Kapu Genge and Gengeton. And then...
Can we feature those guys? Maybe one of them
I think we should have a guest next time.
That's awesome.
Yo, Mari, can you make that happen?
That would be awesome.
We could definitely make that happen.
Okay.
Yeah.
Looking forward to it, man.
Yeah.
Last words, blood.
Check out my soundbite. Mari is the voice of logic. Bro, you close the show. You don't start the show.
Okay.
And by the way, we have tapes coming up. I think everybody here has a music project coming up.
Yeah. So definitely.
I happen to be I'm very privileged. I'm hanging out with the elites in the industry. Come to the big table, bro. Kuja tukule.
Yeah.
You know what I mean.
Who are the elites?
Mari.
I wasn't informed of this.
I have Juke Verbal Vein. He's part of my team. I have Thadia. I have MTA. I have Mwik Creatives. I have the list goes on. I'm kissing ass somewhere else. It's crazy. We are busy, man. What's us kize beats za Shaman?
So you have like a name for your EP ama?
Ndevu Napua.
There you have it.
Yeah. There's some projects we're also working with Shaman. I won't drop any hints here.
Wagwan.
Expect some good stuff coming up.
The boy with a talented voice. Is it the voice that's talented or is you? I don't know.
Don't hate the
player.
singer. Hate the voice. Is it?
I'll kill the messenger and forfeit the message. If it's Mari. And nice trousers. Mari nice trousers.
Also, I is coming up with a EP mixtape. It's called The Hex. Inatoka for sure. It's gonna be dope.
Sounds exciting already.
Yeah, it's gonna be awesome. It's gonna be awesome.
Looking
So
forward
I
to
think
that.
we can close this up, blood.
Yeah. Last words for me. I would say, know what you represent as an artist. And that's it.
Lazima ujinaua.
Yeah.
And there you have it. Gatekeepers Musically Speaking Podcast. Mari in the Moment, Vein in the Vicinity, and Shaman in a Dissector. Season 2, episode... Season 2, Season 4, episode 2. Booyaka, booyaka, booyaka.
Someone edit out the piece.